Long ago, when Earth's resources dwindled, humanity sought refuge beyond their home. The moon, once a barren wasteland, was transformed into a thriving colony. The first settlers were pioneers, dreamers, and survivors who endured the harsh, lunar environment, adapting to the lower gravity, lack of atmosphere, and endless nights. Over decades, their bodies evolved. Bones became denser, muscles adapted, and minds sharpened for survival in the moon's unforgiving terrain. As time passed, a divide grew between Earth and the moon. Those who remained on Earth saw themselves as the true humans, the rightful rulers of the solar system. The lunar people, now physically and genetically distinct, were deemed lesser beings, tools to extract minerals from the moon's depths. The once proud settlers were reduced to laborers, toiling away in mines and harvesting rare elements essential for Earth's survival. Shackled by oppression, the moon's people suffered under the cruel rule of Earth's government. But from that darkness, a savior emerged. His name was Kale. Born in the deep mines of Luna, he witnessed the suffering of his people from an early age. He saw the beatings, the starvation, and the hopelessness in their eyes. But in Kale, there was fire, a defiant spirit that refused to bow. He spoke of rebellion, of freedom, and of a future where lunar people would no longer be slaves. His words ignited a revolution. The moon's people rose, cutting off all mineral shipments to Earth. They formed their own government, declaring independence. But Earth's leaders had no mercy. They viewed the rebellion as an affront to their authority. In retaliation, they unleashed a weapon, an engineered virus designed to wipe out the lunar people. The virus swept through the colonies, ravaging their bodies. It was a slow, agonizing death. The lunar government struggled to find a cure, but nothing worked. Many perished, and it seemed as though Earth's plan would succeed. But then, something remarkable happened. The survivors did not just overcome the virus, they adapted to it. Their very DNA changed, integrating the virus into their biology. What was once meant to destroy them now made them stronger. They could not die from the virus anymore. Instead, it lived within them dormant, a part of their very being. But the war was not over. Earth would come again. Kyle knew that, so he made the ultimate decision. Alone, he journeyed to Earth, carrying within him the virus they had spread. He walked into their cities, their palaces, their halls of power. Earth's people, so confident in their superiority, did not expect what happened next. The virus that had strengthened the lunar people now turned against its creators. It spread through Earth like wildfire, claiming the lives of those who had sought to enslave. They had created a weapon, but they had never prepared for it to be used against them. Kale did not survive. His body, lifeless and broken, lay in the heart of Earth's capital. But his death was not in vain. His sacrifice harvested the souls of those who had condemned his people. That day, the lunar people were truly free. They called it the Day of Independence, the day they wiped out the last remnants of Earth's tyranny. Now every year they celebrate Kale's sacrifice, remembering the warrior who gave them their future. But the truth they uncovered on Earth was more horrifying than they had ever imagined. The lunar people were not just humans who had adapted to space. They were genetically modified from the beginning, designed by Earth scientists to be perfect workers, engineered for servitude. Earth had never seen them as equals, only as tools. The virus had only affected Earth's people because they were different. The lunar people were something else entirely. With Earth under their control, the lunar people thrived, spreading across both worlds. They held the power to create life, to shape DNA, to build new beings in their own image. But they made a solemn vow. Never again would they create a species for suffering. The humans had done that once, and it had led to their own extinction. This was their true independence, the day they wiped out the last remnants of humanity and claimed the universe for themselves. The day the era of lunar dominion began. And I am proud to my dad Keel.
Subscribe to AI Sci-Fi.